Morning everybody, I'm the Bear Boat Rummy, and today we're at Forest of Arden where we're going to do a little bit of field archery. I'll tell you a little bit more about the club in a little while, but for now we're going to do 26 different targets out on this course. There's a mixture of 3D animals and 2D faces. Now, before we go out there and shoot, we need to work out exactly how it works. There are various pegs you'll see out on the course that we use to shoot from varying distances, and I'll explain what they are first. Firstly, you've got the yellow and black one. This is predominantly for sighted archers, i.e. crossbows, some compound bows and freestyle recurve shooters. They shoot from this peg. I don't use sights, so this one's irrelevant to me, so we don't need this. My first peg, which is the important one to me, is this one, the red one. I shoot a maximum of 3 arrows at each target. We first start with the red one. I shoot my first arrow from there. If I miss with my first arrow, I move on to the white peg, where I shoot my second arrow. If I happen to miss with my second arrow, I then move forward again to the blue peg. So I shoot my third and final arrow from this peg. If I happen to miss with my third and final arrow, not only am I rubbish, but also I don't score anything for that particular target. So we don't really want to be shooting from this peg at all. There are a couple of other pegs you need to be aware of. There is a yellow one like this, there's also an orange one which I haven't got, but hey. These are for juniors and child archers because they tend to be closer to the target. As you can see, I'm not a junior or a child, so we're not particularly bothered about this one today either. So, you need to know how we do the scoring. I'll use this as an example. You can see from this that there are 3 scoring zones. There's the wound, the kill and the inner kill. If you shoot with your first arrow, which means you'll shoot from the red peg, your inner kill will score 24 points, outer kill will score 20 points and the wound will score 16. If you have to shoot your second arrow, the inner kill no longer counts, you only get 1 chance at that. The kill there will score 14 points and the wound will score 10 points. If you have to shoot your third arrow, again you only get 2 scoring options. The kill will score 8 points, the wound will score 4. Exactly the same applies with the 3D. Like this one, you can see that there is kill and inner kill markings on it. The only thing that doesn't count on these kind of things is a base, which is down here, or if it's a deer of some kind and it has, you know, hooves or antlers don't count. You have to hit the main body of the animal. So that's the scoring system, reasonably straightforward. You'll get the hang of it as we go around. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wander around over to the practice bosses, which are just round the corner there, and shoot a few arrows just to warm up, and then we'll get on with it. This is the practice bosses here at Forest of Arden. There's only a couple of them, they're not very far away, but it's perfectly okay just to do your warm up, make sure your bow's okay. Some people I see shoot 15, 20, 30 arrows on a practice boss before they even go out and shoot on the course. I don't do that. All I do is shoot 3 or 4 arrows just to make sure my bow's safe and I'm reasonably warmed up. I only need a few arrows for that, but we'll see. So let's just shoot 1 or 2, see what happens. Okay, so as I say, some people spend half an hour doing this and just warming up before they go. Me personally, just 1 or 2, fine, just to make sure everything's okay. So this will be my last one, I think. That'll do. So that's the practice range on here. It's pretty good, it's pretty adequate, there's nothing wrong with it. There's another interesting thing that this course has that I don't see on too many courses. If I just turn the camera around that way, you will see down there, just over my shoulder, Can you get it? Just over my shoulder there, you can see an orange boss down there. Let's get the right angle. You'll see an orange boss just right off there in the distance. That's a long range boss. We can shoot up to 80 metres onto that boss. There's a marker post just back that way somewhere, and there's one just down here by my feet. And the beauty of it is the club has put markers at 10 metre intervals, so that if you're setting up your bow or doing some arrow tuning, or even setting in your sights if you shoot sighted archers, you can set it at various distances. It's a really good idea. A lot of clubs don't have that kind of thing, and it's a really useful thing. Anyway, I'm warmed up enough now. I think we'll go and shoot some arrows out on the course. We'll get to that in a second. See you in a bit. Right, here we are. Shot one down the hill, as you can see. That's called a resting deer. That means it's lying down to you and me. Before we start, just one thing I'd like to point out. Down there at the close-up camera, you will see my scoring arrow, be it the first, second or third. If I happen to miss with all 3 arrows, what you'll see is my last attempt. I'm not going to be here all day shooting loads of arrows out of my quiver and only showing you the best one. This is real archery with a real archer who's not a brilliant archer but an okay archer. So what you see is what you get. We're keeping archery as real as we can. Anyway, that said, let's try not to miss any. First shot. Well, that was rubbish. That's in the grass. Second shot. That was better. Let's go and have a look how it went. Well, that was interesting. 10 points, second arrow wound. Not a bad start, I suppose. We're on target 2 now. And this is one of the quirky little ones that we get at Forest of Arden. It's half a bear, because it's only half a bear. Anyway, shot 2. Number 3 now. Little downhill one, 25 yards or so. Sneaky little deer. It's a small thing, this. I don't like this. I tend to miss this quite a bit. But let's see this today, shall we? Ooh, today it's a good day. Not bad. 20 points. Puts me to 56 if my maths is okay. No, my maths was wrong. Only 46 points total. That's why I don't score at open shoots, because I'm rubbish at it. Anyway, shot 4. 35 yards or so. Reasonable size deer of some kind. I'm not David Attenborough, I don't know what they're all called, but it looks a bit like a bit deery. You might know better than I do. But anyway, shot 4. In the ground again. that's slightly low, but I think it's in. We'll go and have a look. Actually, it was better than I thought. It's a 20 points. Can you see the first one though? In the wood, down there, that's going to be a bit of a bugger to get out. Anyway, on to the next. Well, that was a bit of a disaster. Look what happened. Look, I broke it off. Oh, it's costing me money now. Anyway, target 5. 20 yards or so. Might be a little bear, looks a bit like a cat. But I'm a bit annoyed now, I'm 1 arrow down. But anyway, let's get on with it. Well, after me 14 points on 4, 16 points on 5, that's put me on 76 points altogether. Now we got one of the tougher shots on the course, right down there. It's a big old dairy thing, but it's a good 45-50 yards away. Let's see what happens. Don't break an arrow. I think that's quite good. 16 points again, onto target 7. It's a little black thing, still don't know what it is, gonna shoot it anyway. Let's see how we go. It's okay. Well, it was better than okay. It was right on the line of a 20. And arrows that are on the line score the higher score, so I get 20 points for it. Now gives me a grand total of 112. Not bad so far. This one looks like a donkey to me, but it probably isn't. And it's about 35 yards or so. Let's see how we go. I have to stand on a stump down here. You can't see it, but look, a bit higher. Anyway, let's see what we get. That looked really good. A big 24 points on that one. Nice shot that was. Anyway, next up, right behind me over my shoulder there, is a big old tiger. Let's see how we do on that. Up on a stump again. Somebody's being cruel with these positions. And it might be me, but then again, it might be Martin, but we'll see. Oh, that was too high by a lot. White peg. That was better. I think it got him in the nose. 10 points on the previous one. Don't remember what my score is. I'll have a look at that in a minute. Next one up, 25 yards. Stoat, weasel, ferret. I haven't got a clue. I'm from Birmingham. We don't know these things. Anyway, let's shoot it. Let's shoot it anyway. Ooh. Well, that last one gave me 24 points, puts me on a total of 170. Let's see how we do on this. It's a lynx that's half hidden behind a tree. I'm very fond of hitting the tree on this, and I don't know why. Kind of puts me off, but let's see how we go today. Ooh, I missed the tree, that's something. Another big 24 points on the last one. Puts me up to, I'm not remembering this by the way, I've got it written down here. 194. This one, another resting deer sitting down there in the valley right next to the tree. I tend to always hit this in the leg, but that's the way it is sometimes. Anyway, let's see how we get on today. Shooting quite well. Ooh, it's not in the leg. Another 20 points on the resting deer. Puts me up to a total of 214. Now we've got that there. I know what that is, it's a vulture. I've seen enough westerns to know what that looks like. But they stick it in a place right between two trees just to intimidate you a little bit. Happens a lot in field archery, that one. Let's see how we do. Not bad. $20 points again on the vulture. Now we're on to a hare of some kind, 15 yards or so. It's not very long, but it's quite small. The area, the hitting area is quite small on this. Let's see how we go. I think that one's okay as well. It's all going very well. It's going to all fall to bits at some point today. We'll see in a bit. Well, with 14 targets in, it's total score so far 250. That's really good for me actually that. Anyway, next up, little fox. I would say 25 yards. Again, it's a slightly small hitting area. It looks bigger than it actually is, but we'll see how we go. That one was too high. That one was too high as well. Let's get down to the blue. Well, at least I still haven't blanked one yet. I think that's probably an 8. We'll go and have a look at it. Yeah, just as I thought, 8 points on the last one. Now we're on to target 16, and it's a bear off in the distance there. It's a good 40 yards, at least I would have said. But I quite like this one. Let's see how we go with it. That was a bit too low. That's in the dirt. Onto the white one. Second one was better. Targets in, total score of 272. Target 17, we've got a, what's that, goose? I think it's a goose. Okay, it's actually a picture of it in the water, so the lines to get inside off of your scoring zone are really tight on this. But whatever happens, happens. Well, that was a mile too high. Move on to the white peg. That was too high as well. Move on to the blue one. No score. I told you this was real archery. Well, actually, it was better than I thought. I got it into the 20. Just about, it's right on the line though. Gives me a running total of 336. Next up, target 22. It's a boar that's slightly hiding behind the trees. You see that fallen down tree just there? Just over it, you probably can't see, it's a bit obscure because his head's hidden behind the tree. Is the boar. It's an interesting little shot, this. Potentially dangerous for your arrows, but let's give it a shot. Ooh. Well, another 24 points, I don't believe it. And while I was setting the camera up, I found somebody's arrow. It's a member from my club, so they'll be pleased to get that back. There's a bonus. Anyway, next up, 25-yard armadillo, anteater, armadillo, I don't know the difference. Anyway, let's see how we can do on it. That's alright. $20 more points, giving me a running total of 380. Not a bad day's archery. Next up, Bambi. Around there, 35 yards I would call it. Let's see how we do on this. That one was too high. Let's go to the white pin. That was better. Two to go. My score is exactly 400. And next we've got a wild boar down there, fairly big one. 35 yards, do you think? Maybe. It's quite big. Let's see how we get on. I'm not sure about that. I'm going to have to take a second one just in case. Second one's okay. Well, the first arrow was out just by a bit. Didn't look it, but it was by about an inch. So I got 10 points on that one. Gives me 410. This is the last shot of the day. it's a big blob. It used to be a turkey, but we shot it to pieces. It's just a blob. We're aiming that white circle in the centre. Let's see how we get on. Last shot of the day. Let's make it a good one. In it. Well, there we go, boys and girls. 26 targets down, 430 point total. Not a bad bit of shooting. Let's go back to the clubhouse and we'll do a bit of a summary and I'll tell you a little bit about the club. Bye bye. There you are. That's 26 targets down. Not a bad day shooting at all, I don't think. But there you go. That's what Forest of Arden looks like. It's a really pretty place to come. If you're in the area, I would advise you come and shoot this club. It's a really nice club to use. There's some really nice friendly people here. A little bit about the club. Membership here is £35 a year. For that you can shoot 365 days a year, which is less than 10p a day if my maths is correct, which is really, really good value. If you come from another club and you want to come and shoot for the day just to experience it, then it costs you £5 to shoot for the day. You can shoot around the course as many times as you like for that £5. So even so, that's really good value as well. You have to be a member of the NFAS, that's the National Field Archery Society to you and me, to be able to shoot here, because you have to have your valid card. If you come to the club, you need to bring your card with you, because for insurance purposes you have to be a member of the NFAS. Anyway, that's Forest of Arden Forest of Arden Archery Club for you. Actual name is Forest of Arden Bowmen, but there you go. So that's me. I've been the Barebow Brummy, and enjoy your archery. See you again. Bye bye. Oh yeah, one thing I did forget to mention in the last part of the video is, if you want to come and shoot at Forest of Arden, then you can get in contact with them through the NFAS website. It has phone numbers and contact details for the club there. I believe the club has its own web page now, so you could probably get in contact with them through them. I'm not sure about Facebook or Instagram or anything like that. I'm not sure they're on there, but you can get them through the NFAS. That's the easy way. So that's the video. I've been the Barebow Brummy. If you like this video, then please click the like button, which is down there somewhere. And if you want to subscribe to the channel because you like this kind of thing, then please do. It really helps the channel a lot. And press the subscribe button. I think that's down that end somewhere. Anyway, that's me. I'll see you later. Ta-ra for now.